Well, good morning. It's what time is it? It's 10:30. The BSA has left, which is cool. So we decided to put this black Norton on the lift again. This is the one where I showed you how I made this really cool spiffy roll around that goes through the axle onto the roll around and lets me move the bikes around when you don't have a front wheel to work with. And it seemed like a really good idea, and I've used it before, but I'm going to tell you, it has a foible. It has a foible. We were moving it backwards very carefully, Kevin and I together, and it got caught in the crack between the cement and the lift and flipped over like this. It seems like a really good idea. It seems like clever as heck. It's not. I give up. I'm going to dismantle this thing and throw it away and just go down to my buddy Roger's and buy an old wheel and an old axle that I can stick in there one way or the other, rather than trying to do this. This is where cleverness, my cleverness, gets me in trouble. And frankly, I love publishing things when I screw up. You know, yeah, even the so-called full-timers screw up. So we're gonna now lift it up. The good news is I have the sky hook, and we're gonna use that to lift it up off of that situation and put a jack under it, and then go get the front wheel from the dealer and put the bike back together. Okay, this is an example. This is an opportunity to explain the difference between working on your own bike and working on somebody else's bikes, and the joys of owning a business and being responsible for when you mess up. I messed up, okay? When that roller flipped over, it was funny. You know, and we did the previous video and showed, ho, 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 we really screwed up. Well, it stopped being funny because down here on this leg, it damaged the aluminum. It damaged the leg. Okay, so it's got a nice scratch there that does not buff out because I tried. Okay, so it's far enough in that it's not going to buff out. So at this point in time, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to go up and get the wheel that's been relaced and keep it here at the shop. Second, I'm going to jack this bike up in the air and take both lower legs off and take them to my polishing guy downtown and have them polished and have that scratch that we did polished out and clean up both legs so that they match. That's the joy of having a business, and when you make a mistake, you gotta fix it. So that's where we are. I don't know if I'll do any more videos on this subject or not. Maybe after we pull the front legs off. I guess there's no real advantage to there. So anyway, I'm going to take those lower legs off, have that scratch polished out, and that's just what happens when you screw up on a client bike. All right, we are into recovery phase. I've got the bike strapped down to the roller underneath with the crossbar. That is screwed to the roller, and then a securing cable over top, pulled down really, really tight. This is how I used to move bikes around before I got clever and built that front wheel thing. So this is much more secure. The problem with the front wheel thing that I had before was that it got caught in the gap between the lift and the floor. I actually had a plate to put over there to cover that gap and forgot to put it there. That was my fault on me, and I screwed up. So we got the bike up in the air. It's securely hooked to the roller so we can take it down once I pull these front lower legs off. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to drop the lower legs off the Norton. So here we go. Okay, the top caps on these legs are horrible design. They don't have the holes like the Triumph does. You can't put a wrench in the holes and pull them. You'll see the damage here from other people using monkey wrenches on them to break them free. And they just damage and look like heck. So I read about this a long time ago and tried it, and it works. I put a strip of sandpaper around here with the grit side in on the surface of the cap, and then put a hose clamp around it really tight, and then smite it upon here with a sledge, not a hammer. I go ahead, show that. I use a 3-pound sledge because what I'm looking for is inertia. With a smaller hammer, you pound upon it. With a larger hammer, you hit it and let the hammer do the work. So we're going to break this free, hopefully. And Kevin, you're going to do the let's see if it moves. And we just broke that one free. Okay, let's take that off and show the sandpaper, and then we'll do the other side. Give that a right there. Yeah. Yeah. And what I'm using here is I've got some 220 wet or dry sandpaper that I used only because that's what I had in the shop. So here it is. It's wrapped around, and let's see if we can get that. Yeah. So it's nothing exotic. Okay. So now we're going to put the same thing on the other side and do that side. I'll film that when we get her all set up. Okay, I'm back. We're going to take this right hand one off now. Now, this is interesting because we tried taking it off, breaking it loose just to see if we could, and we couldn't. So I took the warmer gun and I warmed it up thoroughly, and frankly, we hit it and it came loose. But I'm just going to show you. And once it was warmed up, it broke free just fine. So in this case, heating it up is a good idea. And with the sandpaper and the hose clamp, we now have both of them free. And frankly, I should have warmed that one up in the beginning, but it broke free so easy I didn't bother. So now we have them both broken free. Now we can drop these lower legs off, and that's what we're going to do next. All right, we have both lower legs off. We pulled the retaining bolt out of the bottom, and they're both loose. We're draining both of the lower legs. Get all that oil out of there, and then we'll take them off. Okay. Matter of fact, theoretically,
they should come off.
Well, no, you know, these might have the internal springs. I don't remember.
Oh, dear.
If they've got the internal springs, we have to disconnect those too. Let's see. This is hold this real. Let me see if these. There it goes. Okay, we have the leg off. The only thing that was holding it was the top part. Cool. So go ahead. I'm going to keep the video going. Why don't you do that one the same way? There it goes. And there it goes.
It's coming. There we go.
Ah, good style. Okay. At this point in time, we can take these to the polisher and drop them off, and probably get them back sometime next week. So, working on remedial after making mistake situation.